San Pablo is my favorite village and provides an excellent example of financially addressing efficiency measures. San Pablo has had grid electricity for about 8 years, but has refused to pay their bill. They don't know how long this will last before the grid cuts them off. This situation has resulted in two things. One, because they don't pay for electricity, no one has taken any efficiency measures. So they use electricity very wastefully. Two, they have a local stream that could provide them with their electricity needs, and they're very excited about exploring that as an option. When I suggested that instead of generating more electricity, they explore ways to use their electricity more wisely, they responded, no, we want renewable energy and we want it now. I was very surprised to see how much like Californians my San Pablo friends are. And so I invite them to do this analysis with me. Let's look at what a system would cost with and without efficiency measures. Because we don't need electricity, we need services. And this is how people use electricity in the village. They have showers that use 4,000 watts. They use incandescent light bulbs, about 5 bulbs per family. They cook with wood, but also cook a little bit with electricity. And people use computers and cell phones. Now we can generate this electricity with either microhydro from the local river or photovoltaics. They both cost about $4 a watt, but actually photovoltaics is more expensive because you have a duty cycle of about 25 to 35%. So you'd need to build a bigger system because you don't get sunlight all the time. I'm not providing these numbers as fact, but only as a starting point. When we look at the electricity used, it corresponds to about 422 watts per family. So such a system at $4 a watt would cost a little over $1,500 per family. However, if there's no management of the grid, someone may be taking a shower and using a whole bunch of lights at the same time, and we need to be prepared for this peak electrical power need. So such a system that would cover all your power needs would cost on the order of $25,000 per family. This is a huge amount of money for a California resident, but impossible for someone from San Pablo. And so I invite the village to explore what if first we displace electrical use with other energy sources, and then we will find a way to manage consumer use whereby when the demand approaches the capacity of our small system, people will be incentivized to use less, thereby preventing demand from exceeding the ability of our facility to generate electricity. After this, we will increase efficiency measures to bring down the size of the system, and only then, when we have identified a smaller system that is more affordable, we can look at how will we generate this renewable electricity. Our first step is to displace electricity with readily available renewable resources. For instance, we can replace the 4,000 watt shower heads with hot water heated from either solar or chimney waste heat from the stoves that are running about 14 hours every day. This would require about $100 investment per family. We can greatly reduce the electrical need for lighting if we use natural sunlight and then employ LED lights instead of incandescent lights. We can conserve electricity from cooking by cooking more on our wood stoves. We can make this more desirable by building improved stoves. Lastly, we have computers and cell phones, which really need electricity but use very little. So we can leave these on the grid. Our new electrical load corresponds to a need of about 30 watts per family, and this system would then only cost $120 per family, or just $12,000 for the whole village. Of course, we need to invest in these efficiency measures to displace electricity from the grid, and that will cost a total of about $600. And so added together, the village is given a choice of spending about $700 per family on a small electrical system, or on the order of $20,000 to be able to continue using electricity the same way they're using it now. So I give this to you, San Pablo. The option is yours. Thanks for doing this analysis with me.